You act like you never seen a camera before. Like you just don't know how to act when you get in front of people.
Why are you doing that? Listen, man.
William, get back out of the car. William, get out, man. William, get out.
Fuck God, I refuse and the root rebuke in the name of the Lord.
Hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hey fam, appreciate you coming to chill with me again and checking out episode 4 of Bad Boys Los Angeles, Survival of the Baddest. Before we get into it, I caught an interview with Lumi, is that his name? Is it Lumi? Where one of the guests went in on him and called all the shows on Zeus garbage. I planned on commenting for 2 reasons. I can agree that it could be called Basura TV, but I also pay for it. I watch it and I spend time bringing you the highlights and my comments on it. Wouldn't that make me a garbage man? The other thing was, I don't think that it's all garbage, but I do think that it is devoid of substance. It's like they've watched a lot of reality TV and thought, that's a good idea, so how can I do it with the least effort possible? And Bad Boys LA has followed that lead. Until this episode. Some of my bitches actually show some legitimate human experiences in this one. Will wonders never cease? Now, this could be a fluke, and if it is, you know I'm gonna come for them every time. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Nonetheless, far be it from me not to tip my cap when credit is due. So in the immortal words of RuPaul,
Don't fuck it up.
back to Corbin Bowl, everybody is keeping an eye on the baby squab. Everybody seems to be a little shaken up, and the party is cut short because of the fight. Gunna was bent out of shape because he wanted to turn up, and said the baby put somebody down in Walmart, so he is probably not the right dude to start with. Moolah, not getting enough attention, gives William a hard time, telling him that he does too much and doesn't know how to act.
Like, yo, this shit is like out of pocket. Yo, you do too fucking much.
Here Moolah goes again. He tried to punk Carry On out and that didn't work. Now he's coming for Billy Bear? Bro, you a fake tough guy. Everybody said that William was doing too much, but you gotta act like bro was trying to stick his tongue down your throat. William said,
I respect all of my straight community and their preference.
and he wouldn't disrespect them. But who would Moolah be without Chester chirping in solidarity with his boss? Relly questioned Moolah's issue and asked for receipts, cause he didn't see all of that. And again, all he does is expose his homophobia. He said that William was doing too much weird stuff, so Gunna asked him what was weird. Then Moolah starts tap dancing, trying to turn it back on William. That there is some bully shit. One thing though, when Relly started asking questions and stopped Curtis from answering for Moolah, Moolah lost all that bass in his voice, cause he knows Relly stay ready. Punk. The interaction on the bus leaves William concerned for his safety, and he's spending too much money on his face and body to have it turned into hamburger meat. Milan and Anthony chatting it up the next morning by the pool, talking about taking all this time to get themselves together, then they had it ruined. Relly pops over and they talked about the baby's beef. Since Natalie asked them to build the Bad Boy brand, they want to bring the musically inclined to get together on a song. Milan tells the fellas that William left, and they all feel like he just was not built for this type of show. Milan says that sometimes you got to be mindful about your surroundings, and clearly William couldn't care less. The fellas try to understand Moolah's position and figure if they want to be respected, then they have to respect Moolah and Curtis's position as well. Milan, giving Greg Louganis realness with this outfit, rings William up and tries to convince him to return. William says that he doesn't care what the plan was, he was getting bad energy and that was enough for him. Milan says that he wasn't going to let anybody touch William, but William admits that he is not the bad boy he thought he was and is not built for him. Milan visits Dylan in his room, tries to get some background on William's concerns. Dylan says that William locked himself in the room and said that he was told that the 2 of them were going to get jumped. Look at Dylan right here. He looks so uncomfortable. Poor kid. They both think that William is too much, but he came on the show for a reason and shouldn't run from his fear, so they'll try to convince him to stay when he comes to get his things. Moolah and Curtis are chatting it up, looking like they just got back from a thugged out lunch at Olive Garden. Curtis was feeling it all and felt like he was in his element at the bowling alley. But Moolah is still pouting about William's twerking. You sure are spending a lot of time thinking about William twerking. I'm just saying. Dylan told the fellas that William said that they were going to jump both of them and that William was paranoid. They acknowledge that there is no beef between any of them and they share the most awkward handshake I have ever seen. Production is talking to William and he's telling them a story about Moolah's beef in the Sprinter and let them know he is not about that life and was concerned that Moolah might pop off at any moment. Moolah rolled up and told William that they don't have an issue and that he's been on Moolah's show and that they put William's music on. But then Moolah exposes that William has been leaking the cast to the blogs. William didn't like that energy and felt like it was time to get lost. Sometimes your indiscretions catch up with you. But Moolah could have brought up this issue with the leaks before instead of making it look like the issue was at the club. Moolah comes out and finds it real suspect that William would leave anyway. And they both recognize that William's plans were very different than everybody else's. Gutter pops in on Carry-On, hops in Carry-On's bed, and tells him that he misses him. Carry-On does not seem stressed out about this. And look at that Bill Cosby old Jello pudding commercial look on his face. Gutter, straight thug, but super blushes around Carry-On and points out that he is single and had his heart broken and wants to check Carry-On's temperature. Carry-On says that he doesn't want to ruin the relationship with Gutter. Gutter checks in to make sure that he's not thinking maybe friends with benefit, and Carry-On confirms that it's just friends and it's about business, and Gutter acknowledges where the line is drawn. Gutter mentions that he lost both his biological and stepdad recently, and Carry-On acknowledges how strong he really is. Then he brings up the difficulties with his own dad, says that they're struggling with their relationship, and that he hopes that his dad can recognize that he's going to be himself, but he was pushed to leaking his father's tape. He didn't realize that he was setting off a landmine with his pops, and Gutter says that the abuse can come from many forms. Carry-On hopes that his dad will one day find a space for forgiveness and maybe extend him the courtesy of an apology for the years of pain. Carry-On and Gutter share a real moment, and I really respect them for being exactly who they are. In his confessional, Carry-On is bearing some really raw stuff. But Zeus never fails and not recognize the sensitivity of the moment. For fuck's sake. Relly FaceTimes William, wondering why the old bitch is running away from anything. William says that he is still concerned that all the money he spent on his body is gonna be ruined. But check this out. William even knows that Moolah's New York cred is suspect.
The fact that a straight man that is from New York or whatever.
Relly tells him that he's overreacting, so bring his paid-for ass back here. And William thinks that coming back will put him in the stratosphere, but is still afraid of catching that fade. Milan calls a house meeting so to let everyone know that William is not coming back, and Gutter told Moolah that he is scared of him anyway. Dylan, growing a little hair on his chest, says that he's happy that William isn't coming back, and that if he did, he wouldn't be allowed back in his room. And everybody thinks that Dylan is Cap Master General. But hey, fake it till you make it, right? Milan says that he was selected as Mr. Some Shit and would be leading the team in getting a party together and making the Bad Boys song. Gutter is feeling some kind of way.
Bitch, I did not come on here for American Idol.
And Relly is wondering if everyone is on the same track. Is it going to be a 15-minute song? So for the next episode, the fellas are in the studio doing their thing, but there is some dissension in the ranks. Anthony is not feeling Milan considering himself the leader and starts to see the revolt.
Milan feel like he's a boss because he's this, he's that, but he's really not.
Milan is talking to Curtis about having beef with somebody and talking about wrapping braids around his hand, but they don't lead in who it is. Maybe Carry-On, or maybe more likely Gutter? So fam, is it safe to assume that the next episode will be the last? I mean, they hit the studio, they're going to create the song for the opening. Anthony be sure will be throwing his party while he's throwing Milan under the bus. Then what? The only one really doing bad boy shit is Carry-On, out there allegedly driving the car of a missing woman, a gun charge. But I guess we'll have to stay tuned to see how that plays out. Onward and upward. And until then, fam, peace! Boys to men. Boys to men, ABC, BBD. I got hat hair. Please excuse my hat hair. I've been wearing a hat for about a week. Because this dude over here doesn't know how to take my damn hat off when I'm just relaxing the rest of the week. It's like they watch a lot of retaliatory TV. It is retaliatory TV.